Dear Creator, we are nearing a primal scream from all quarters of our beautiful, distressed planet. It seems we are just about nearing the mass needed to surmount the darkness pervading us. It feels like the oppressors are about to release another greater round of impositions, and our resistance must be louder, stronger, and more unified. Bind us together in a single resonant voice of no more. Have our spirits awaken with such a force that the dark ones shudder and cower in their own darkness and are so fearful that they can't help but abandon their terror and go far away, never to return. In a single flash, brighten us now, activate and awaken us now, and shower us with the peace and divinity that has until now been dormant, but we know resides within. Thank you for your protection as we progress. There is great gratitude here for this time and place. There is great gratitude for your grace. Let it be so, and so it is.
Hello, my name is Ron Vrelman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I have a little script here to read and comment on. When you know you have the winning hand and you can afford to check a cinch, I think that's the place we find ourselves right now. We have the election cycle in our favor. The whole charade seems to be becoming invisible. Every place you look, it falls apart. Looking behind it, it's Oz all over again. We are no longer deceived. Buildings are boarded up. No one's there. Working from home. Licensed, bonded, and insured contractors for the Fed and the state incorporated governances. And retired government workers, 501c3 or C8 or whatever, funded by a government grant. They are all supporting the democratic, socialist, communist, de facto, unlawful, illegitimate governance that we have on Oregon now. Government is not incorporated. All of the military retirement holders, civil service pensioners, postal as in U.S. Postal Service, every retired school teacher and retired college professor, every union pensioner are all in the incorporated governance system. This whole group and many more, just like it, may be with us, the de jure, men and women, children, people on the land and soil, people that actually want to be their free jurisdiction and comprehend what it means. Those people, me and you. If you're not one of us, you're watching this by accident. Go away. Where was I? The whole group just mentioned may bail on us when it's time to return to a constitutional Republican form of government. They'll cross the bar. I don't want to get shot. I just want my kid back. I don't want to pay taxes. I want to protect my land patent, my water patent, my grazing rights, the Stockholm Syndrome. Any that hesitates or reneges or drifts away or just doesn't seem to be able to pull the trigger, as in getting their status correct and understanding their jurisdiction, I suspect all of them to be in the counter militia. A bunch of the militia is not in for a constitutional Republican form of government. They're just against Salem and Kate Brown and the LGBTQ Biden, or whatever it is in the incorporated governance. But they're not in it for the long haul to return to a constitution now. They're happy in the de facto jurisdiction, just as long as they don't have to take any trouble. Like Jordan Peterson, as brilliant as he is and as knowledgeable and understanding of everything that he seems to possess, he took the shot so that they would leave him alone. He took the shot, he went out of the country, and now they tell him he has to have another shot to get back in. Oh, treaty with the tyrant didn't work again. Okay. So a cowboy or a rider are about to undergo some critical physical undertaking with the four-footed team member he is riding. It's time to stop, get off, and check the cinch and all the rest of your gear. And from here on, it is most critical and can be for all the marbles. Either way, you bet your life on your gear and your teammates. Or the same member of the people, the guy above, the cowboy, is sitting at a poker table with a winning hand. No combination of anything showing can beat him. It's time to check a cinch. It's time to check the raise to the next player instead of raising. We, the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly, I think connecting consciousness, the Oregon Assembly, and various other groups I'm aware of on Oregon, and a bunch not on Oregon, they're in the group I consider we. We are at a check a cinch time. This is like a parachute or a gun. If you need it and you don't have it, you may never need it again. So let's check our gear, all of our forces, get input from sources while checking the cinch. Several of you are in more than one group. You're in the Assembly, or you're in the Oregon Assembly, or you're in the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly, or Red Book, or in for land patents, or in for the Oregon Assembly, or free speech, or the one about the children run by RFK Jr. We need to do the best we can on Oregon right now. Any favors that you have, call them. We've got to get the best people we can elected, and they must all take their oath to Article 7 original. And we must do away with Article 7 amended and remove the incorporated color of law aspect from Oregon, because that's where it started. That's the root. This kind of goes in cycles. We're in the cycle now. A guy named Lon Maybaum and his wife, and I can't recall her name right now, a lady that I believe has died, Betty, Milt Mitchek, they've all been down this road almost this far before and didn't make it. Jim Wright got way down the road with his deal and he didn't make it. But we're only interested in doing Oregon. The people in Montana and Minnesota, they have to take care of themselves. We can't do it alone, but we can't do it for them. They have to do it. We have to do it. So I'm going to be on Zoom at noon until the 20th and might continue it past that. Then we're going to have a grand jury on the 22nd. I'm almost positive of that. So give us the best heads up you got. Do your very best at what you're doing now, but find time to join us in seeking a constitutional Republican form of government this year, 2022. And I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car. And he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.